I'm back with another video on the channel. Yes ma'am, yes sir. So today's video is something different, something I normally don't do, but this story really caught my attention, and somebody put together a video, I guess, kind of explaining the story, telling the background story, because nobody really knows the true story besides that this young woman, I don't know how to pronounce her name the right way, so I'm not going to say it. I'm just going to say Miss Robinson, got into an altercation with her friends away at Cabo, and the friends beat her up to where she died and left her there. And that's all I know, for real. So this shall be interesting to see what they put together. It's just sad. Like, so disappointing, so sad, so aggravating. It's just all the above. But let's go ahead and get to this video. I'm trying not to do too much talking, try to do more listening. But hopefully you all here with me. And if you are, hopefully you will comment and talk to me in the comment section below. Let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, push that notification bell so you know notification I post. That being said, let's go.
Treat nobody.
I mean, I can't even be a grandfather. Can't even walk her down the aisle. She gone. And something is not adding up right here.
We're not gonna stop until we get to the end of it.
Take it to the bottom of it.
Absolutely.
We're gonna get to the end of this.
I'm hurt. I'm hurting all the way around.
Tonight, it's become a mystery in Mexico as a Charlotte family tries to find answers into how a 25-year-old wound up dead.
So this happened about 2 weeks ago. Shanquilla Robinson went to Mexico with her friends. She arrived early on Friday the 28th, and her family says the next morning she was dead.
Dang, so they didn't even stay that long? Arrived on the 28th, and the next morning she was dead? What? So they didn't even get to explore. They didn't even do anything. I thought it was like towards the end of the trip or something. That's wild. Wow.
Still no criminal charges have been filed in the mysterious death of Shanquilla Robinson. Shanquilla is originally from Charlotte, North Carolina, but she was found deceased on vacation in Mexico while she was there with her friends. Following her arrival to Mexico, she called her mother to let her know she made it, and after that, her family never saw her or spoke to her again.
I probably won't be at ease until someone's arrested.
And the family tells me they have contacted the FBI in Charlotte to help them figure out what happened. They also say they'll hire a private investigator if it comes to that. Their daughter will be laid to rest next Saturday.
Dang. As a parent, bro, how would you feel if you got that phone call or you got that knock on your door? As a parent, how would you feel? What would you have done? Let me know. She said this video is to bring awareness to injustice in our community, mean no harm to the families and friends. Same. Agree. I'm glad that's in there. Dang, did I hit play?
Shanquilla
Okay.
Robinson was 25 years old and lived in Charlotte, North Carolina. According to her social media, she attended West Charlotte High School and later went off to graduate from Winston-Salem State University. Shanquilla friends and family described her as loving, compassionate, and goal-oriented. Her mother told the local news that she had a heart of gold, she loved everybody, and pretty much everybody loved her. Her daughter also was a boss. Shanquilla was a business owner of a hair braiding business that was popular with kid braiding. She then ventured off to open and own a women's clothing boutique store. Shanquilla was driven and determined to conquer whatever she put her mind to. She was very hardworking, but she loved everything that she did. When she wasn't working, reports stated she spent the majority of her time with family and close friends. She also loved adventure, so she would frequently travel on her downtime. But sadly, while she went on vacation to Cabo with her close friends this year, it was reported that she died within 24 hours of arriving.
That's the part that's so... The whole thing is mind-blowing. We just landed. There's no beef that bad to end somebody's life. I don't care. Like, and these are supposed to be your best friends. Within 24 hours of landing, that's insane. That's sad. That's scary. Like, what? Y'all that envy? Like, y'all that mad?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Level up, level up, level up, level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
So the death certificate has a section that reads, was it accidental or violent death? Yes was typed into that section, so it's still not clear which one authorities meant to select. The U.S. State Department told Queen City News that Mexican authorities say there's no clear evidence Robinson was murdered.
According to reports on Friday, October 28, 2022, 25-year-old Shanquilla Robinson, her best friend Khalil, and 5 others went to Cabo, Mexico. When Shanquilla made it to Cabo, she contacted her mother and told her they had a chef and they were getting ready to eat.
They had a chef. They was getting ready to eat. They was eating tacos, something, salad or something they was eating. And I said, well, okay, I love you. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. And I never talked to my child again, and she never made it back home. They had a villa, and they stayed there all night. They didn't go out at all.
The next...
That's so, like my heart drops for that mom, that family, because it's just like, you're probably excited that your daughter's, you know, going on vacation, getting a little her time with her friends, about to have a ball, you know what I'm saying? She's communicating with her mom. At least her mom knew where she was. She told her when she landed, she said, I love you. At least that was the last words, right? At least it wasn't an argument, but just still, like, what?
Next day, Saturday, October 29, 2022, Shanquilla's mother received a phone call, but this time from her daughter's best friend, Khalil. According to Khalil, Shanquilla wasn't feeling well.
They said she wasn't feeling well. She had alcohol poison. They couldn't get a pulse. Each one of the people that was there with her was telling different stories.
He told her mother that Shanquilla had alcohol poisoning, and unfortunately, the medics could not save her daughter.
The group stayed here at Villa Linda 32, a property listed on CaboVillas.com. A rep with the company says the group called the concierge for help Saturday afternoon. The concierge called a doctor who gave CPR. Robinson died at 3 p.m., an estimated 15 minutes after her injury.
Reports then alleged her best friend and the 5 others returned to the U.S. a day earlier while Shanquilla's body was still in Mexico. Although her best friend reiterated that Shanquilla had died from alcohol poisoning, her family says that all of her friends on the trip had a different story as to how she died. From there, their family did their own digging.
And my thing is, like, I wonder if the best friend, like, if, never mind.
Family paid $6,000 to get her body flown back to the United States. The medical reports further revealed that Shanquilla's death had nothing to do with alcohol, per her family. Medical reports state that Shanquilla had a broken neck and a cracked spine at the time of her death. They believe she could have been beaten.
The autopsy came back. They said it didn't have anything to do with alcohol. Say that she had been, she had a broken neck, and her spine in the back was cracked. She had been beaten. No one told the same story, so I never believed them anyway. They didn't call us to the very last minute. And then on top of that, they said the maid found them.
Queen City News obtained Robinson's death.
Okay. Ending somebody's life is one thing. That's just one thing on its own. But then y'all don't even have the decency to tell the truth about it. Y'all all have this different stories. Like, y'all couldn't even... Like, can you just... I'm just trying to think of, like, what could have happened to take it that far. Like, to your friend at that. Your friend. That's why I keep my circle small. It's literally a dot. Just a dot. And it's like, dang. That's... Be careful who y'all around, folks. Be careful who y'all around. People are so jealous nowadays. People are so crazy. Be careful who you around, for real.
Certificate, which lists the cause of death as severe spinal cord injury and atlas luxation, which is instability in the uppermost vertebrae. In the section where police could have noted any sign of intoxication, it says, person found unconscious on her living room.
And according to the NC Beat, who's been following this story from the beginning, they also received photos of Shanquilla in which her face was swollen, she had a knot on her head, her eyes were swollen, and her lips were split.
We want justice for Shanquilla Robinson, okay? her best friend of more than 5 years, about 6-7 years. His name is Khalil Cook. Now, Khalil is a friend. I'm talking about like a friend. You know how you have that best friend where you hang out with, you go on vacations together, you hang out all the time, you know, you go out to dinner, shopping, whatever. You come over to mama's house, you hang out, and we're talking about best friend. We're not talking about no friend where we just meet people at the club 3-4 times and then we call ourselves friends. No, we're not talking about that type of friends. We're talking about someone who is supposed to have your back. I remember when I spoke to the mom and Shanquella's sister today, Quilla, you know, she told me that, you know, Khalil would be walking around pacing. You know, whatever it was that happened, it was eating him alive.
I bet it was.
So he brings over Winter and Dejanay. Okay, he brings those two over at one point. You know, at that point, you know, the family had been told that there was a fight over there and that they jumped on Shanquella. Well, the sister, Quilla, had asked the girls, you know, was it true or not? And they said, no, it was no fight going on. It wasn't nothing like that or whatever. So they said, at this point, we just going to wait for the autopsy to come back, you know. All right, y'all saying it's alcohol poisoning, y'all not changing. Okay, we're just going to wait to the autopsy to come back. Well, the autopsy comes back, and the autopsy says that Shanquella had a broken neck. She had her spinal cord was severed, broken, and she was beaten. A photo that when I spoke to Mr. Bernard earlier this morning, he told me that he shared a photo with the mom and the sister that showed Shanquella on the table, and it showed her forehead swollen, eyes swollen, lips busted, as if she had got into a fight.
Her family also discovered that other Americans were found dead in Mexico on the same day as Shanquella, all while vacationing as well.
What? I didn't even know about that. Child, staying in the house. I don't go nowhere as is, but it's sad. Like, I don't even know what to say besides it's sad. It's so like heartbreaking. And it just makes you just be like, why? Like, why are people so evil? Why is this? Like, why is it? Like, why is that the outcome? Like, why? Why? And that's one of those things, like, will you ever get the truth? You know? Even if you hire a PI, it's like, will you ever get the truth? And it's like, I wonder what the hotel, like, did we interview the hotel staff? Like, besides when they found it, like, is there any, you know, cameras that they can maybe go back to see, like, maybe, like, them leading up into their room, like, if there was any, like, type of arguments or anything. And plus the video went viral of, like, whoever was fighting her, and, like, her friends was recording the video of them fighting her, and I wonder who leaked that video. If I don't know how they can live with themselves if they did have something to do with it. You know, karma and your conscience it's a beast. It's gonna mess with you. That's come on.
Family members tell us Candace Florence was a creator and a force to be reckoned with. Candace and her friend Jordan Marshall were both found dead in their Mexico City Airbnb last week. Candace's boyfriend was on the phone with her when she started getting sick. He then called the Airbnb host to do a welfare check, and authorities found Candace, Jordan, and Jordan's friend Cortez Hall inside.
However,
That's
Queen City
crazy.
News spoke with the officials at the U.S. State Department in Mexico. They
That place
refuted
might
the
be
claims
closing
that
down.
Shanquella was murdered, saying that police initially indicated that there was no evidence of foul play. Mexican authorities also refused to press charges on anyone in this case. Shanquella's family refuses to believe their daughter's death was an accident, and they vow to find the truth about what happened that night in Cabo. Right now, her friends are being reshared all over social media.
Wow. And that's good because they need to be held accountable, because I feel like stuff like this these people need to be held accountable because somebody recorded it and somebody posted it instead of stopping, preventing, you know what I'm saying? Like, what? And this guy was your best friend? Best friend? Your road dog, that's my dog type thing? Like, come on, man. Come on. Come on. You gotta do better. Like, what? Check your surroundings, people. Check your circle. Mm, 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 mm. Mm. I can only imagine the rage as a parent, like how the parents feel. And then you come lie to my face. Y'all all telling me a different story to my face. Like, oh, y'all really don't respect me. Y'all don't respect her. You don't respect yourself. Like, I wonder what their parents are saying. Like, what?
Media thousands of times on every blog website. They're not suspects in the case. What happened?
We obtained a list of 7 guests who signed into the villa and called the phone numbers they left with the company. Some numbers weren't valid.
Please leave your message for...
And others went to voicemail.
As of today, her friends, family, and loved ones are still fighting for justice. Another devastating story, and another young lady from North Carolina. You guys know that I am from there. Me and this young lady, we had a lot of mutual friends, to the point that I cheered in college with girls that she cheered with. And just seeing them on my timeline, devastated, wanting answers. I hope that the family gets the answers that they deserve. You guys, let me know your thoughts and your...
Facts. I pray and hope that they get the answer they deserve, and a closure for what happened. That's so sad. Prayers to the family. And you know, what shocks me, it's not really shocking anymore, but people who's not even with the police or the FBI, like PI, like they be finding more information than the people who's supposed to find information, you know what I'm saying? But hopefully they get justice and get the closure that they need. Y'all gotta let me know what y'all think of this situation down below. Like, comment, subscribe, notification bell. With that being said, see you guys next video.